Good day to you, sir. My name is Chandran Saravanan. Today I'll be doing a video presentation explaining about my personal background, the rules of castling, the time controls in chess, and the 10 games I played during the month of September in Lichess. I am a foundation student in computer science and this is my first semester. I live in Aitawa, Perak, and my hobby is playing football. About my family background, my father's name is Saranan Karupanan. He's a lecturer. My mother is Maragadam Palanisamy and she works as a teacher in Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Ambrose Ayetawa. I have two siblings. I have an older brother who is 21 years old and a younger brother that is 15 years old. My education background, I studied in a primary school in the Sekolah Kebangsaan Methodist Ayetawa and in a secondary school which was Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Methodist Ayetawa. My level of chess understanding. I consider myself an intermediate level. I understand all the rules and regulations of chess, and I am able to play multiple chess openings. For instance, I am able to play Queen's Gambit, King's Gambit, and Sicilian Defense. My experience in playing chess, I have played in multiple chess competitions in district level, and I have placed 11th place in 2019, 9th place in 2018, and I even participated in an online chess competition and I got 5th place in that competition in 2021. And I've also taken part in multiple competitions that have been organized in UTP as well. The reason of taking this subject is because I wanted to enhance my chess comprehension and elevate my overall gameplay. I wanted to also take the subject to improve my cognitive skills such as critical thinking, strategic thinking, planning, and concentration. Now I'll be explaining about castling rules. There are multiple conditions when we do castling. First of all, the king and the rook involved in castling must not have moved previously in the game. Secondly, there should also be no pieces in between the king and the rook. Thirdly, when playing competitive games which require touch move, castling only can be executed if we touch the king first and after that the rook. Secondly, there are two types of castling, which is kingside castling and queenside castling. For kingside castling can be done when the king moves two squares to the right and the rook involved lands on the square to the left of the king. For queenside castling, it is required for the king to move two squares to the right and the rook involved to land on the square right of the king. There are limitations when we do castling, and it cannot be performed under the circumstances. For instance, the square that the king moves over during castling must not be under attack by opponent's pieces. The king also cannot be in a check position or would move into a check position and be attacked by the opponent's piece. Next, I'll be talking about the three types of time control in chess. Firstly, it's the standard time control, a game in which each player is allotted a minimum of 60 minutes of thinking time, frequently accompanied by an increment of either 30 seconds or 1 minute added to their clock after each move. This time control is usually allows players to have a more strategic style of play. Secondly, it's rapid time control, a game in which each player is required to execute all their moves within an allotted time frame of over 10 minutes but less than 60 minutes. Alternatively, the total time allocated, including 60 times the chosen increment, should be also within the same time frame of over 10 minutes to less than 60 minutes for each player. Blitz time control is a game in which each player is required to execute all their moves within an allotted time frame of 10 minutes or less. Alternatively, the sum of allotted time and 60 times the chosen increment must not exceed 10 minutes for each player. In this Blitz game, it is known for its intensity and speed. Now I'll be talking about the 10 games I played during the month of September in Lichess. In these 10 games, I have won 8, drawn 1, and lost 1. I have castled in the king side 9 times and the queen side once. These are the notations for my first 10 moves and my opponent's first 10 moves during the 10 games. That's the end of my video presentation. That's all from me. Thank you.